Two unemployed actors. Two unemployed actors. They're just between projects.
Welcome back to Two Unemployed Actors. I'm Max.
I'm Sam.
And we have a fantastic episode for you today. First of all, a reminder to subscribe and share with your friends. Looking at the numbers today, a lot of new North American subscribers. Just want to say hello to the North American subscribers, and a nice little reminder that actor's life, it doesn't really differ that much depending on where you are in the world.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to feel like you're on your own. I'm happy that we're growing our little 2UA community.
Exactly. Although we're in the land down under, we
still count. We
Same
still
as you
matter.
guys.
And the community's growing, so welcome. I, as you know, I've been going through the student film gauntlet with a few productions, and each character being a bigger asshole than the last, so really typecast. And the feedback is, based on interactions on set, it's not much of a stretch from normal Max. So that's another good bit of feedback. Thanks for that note. And Thursday, Friday was the real fun character, like a judge. You've died, you've landed in the office, and there's the corporate, he's taken the form of the corporate bully. I do this a lot. I've got a million other people to say left door or right door. Let's get on with it. And he's coming to terms with the fact that he's just died.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And I really play up that whole thing again using. I've actually to model that character, I've used experiences with real HR people that I've worked with.
Oh, nice. See, corporate does come in handy.
It does. Thinking about people who are really process-driven, you've got to tick this box, then that box. This is the way it's always been done, slow to change type. They really don't enjoy dealing with people, yet it's a fundamental part of their role. So you can imagine the frustration, right? And I have worked with those people. It's a lot of fun. So I really played that up. It was a lot of fun. And then on set, I found out one guy had an absolute nightmare shoot where he's gone through the day. The day went okay. He wasn't entirely happy, but he was happy with the footage. He was comfortable. And then went to play it. Wasn't there.
Oh, no.
Oh. He somehow, the footage, like not even the file's there and it's corrupted. Wasn't there.
Oh, my God.
So organising a reshoot, and of course I get a message Sunday night in desperation, can you please help? Half a day shoot. Playing the father of a 50-year-old father of children who are like in their early 20s now.
You can't play a 50-year-old.
Well, I thought at least I won't shave.
You don't look young enough.
I do my best. But like I've gone from, and I quote, devilishly handsome man, age undecided, which was the character Thursday, Friday.
Your quote.
To 50-year-old man. What do you mean? It was their quote. It was the only thing I highlighted in the script.
Oh my God.
I didn't even highlight my lines. I'm like, yes.
And then you ad-libbed.
And then I went straight to 50-year-old man with 20 odd. So anyway, that shit went well. And then a couple of industry events. Opening night of The Real Thing, the Tom Stoppard play by the Sydney Theatre Company. Mm-hmm. Lots of movers and shakers whom I didn't really know that well. So I was just nice to everyone because that's a job. That's your job as an actor.
Oh, yeah.
Politicians on both sides. So yeah, just nice to everyone because, you know me, I'll end up saying the wrong thing. And, who was that guy that got ejected from the opening night drinks?
Yeah.
One way to raise your profile.
Nice.
Hugo Weaving was there.
Oh,
Heather Mitchell.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because they're friends.
Lots of stars from stage and screen.
Where is it? Sydney Theatre Company?
Sydney Theatre Company. Yeah, I met the director of the Sydney Theatre Company. She was very nice. The director of the play gave a nice introduction, told us not to get too drunk, and gave us a few tidbits so in intermission we would sound really intelligent. Which was much appreciated.
This was the premiere, was it?
Yeah, the opening night of The Real Thing, which is currently playing at Sydney Theatre Company for those of you in Sydney. It's awesome. I loved the pacing of the first half. It was like really punchy because Tom Stoppard, it's biting, it's sharp, it's really good writing.
I have a friend of mine who works at, actually one of our directors for Dogfight works at Sydney Theatre Company now. Oh, and I'm not sure if it was the same play, but she was telling us a story how they just closed the doors. We're about to start, they just closed the doors and two people come running up to the door. And they're like, oh, we're just here, can you let us in, And she was like, oh, we just closed the doors. But they were kind of like, okay, we just closed the doors. We
Because
could
the
probably let
etiquette's
them in.
pretty...
Yeah,
it's
but the
pretty-
manager comes across and sees what's happening and goes, no, I'm sorry, we can't let you in now. And the friend next to this woman is like, she's the director. And the manager's like, And as he's thinking, 2 other people come a bit late, and now they can't open the door because then they'll have to let all 4 in.
Yes.
And she was like, apparently the director was fuming.
This happens, but I guess as a director too, you'd appreciate the fact that once the doors close, like that people start to quieten down a little bit, the lights dim.
Well, that's what they were
everyone's
saying.
ready
Like,
and
if you're the
waiting.
director, you made the choice to have the doors closed at this point.
And in the Sydney Theatre Company
there in time.
theatres, especially the Drama Theatre at the Opera House, it's really obvious when the door opens after it's been closed.
Yeah.
And there's nothing going on stage yet. Like
No.
it literally, the light just opens up across the theatre
Yeah, it's
and the noise.
Oh my God.
And then you listen to them walking down the stairs because there's only one door.
Yeah.
One door to the Sydney Theatre Company Drama Theatre at the Opera
yeah.
House. So anyway, fun. But they should, well,
They
don't
should
be
know.
late.
Exactly. Don't be late to your
Don't be
own
late.
show.
It's nice there. You get there early, you have a few drinks. It also helps improve the performance when you have a few drinks.
Yeah.
And
Depends on the performance.
Well,
a couple more drinks may improve it even more.
the Sydney Fringe Festival's on, and there's lots of up and coming talent. I went to see Cats Talk Back, which is really interesting because you know how uneducated I am when it comes to musicals, right?
Yeah.
But this is based on interviews with performers when Cats wrapped up. They did when it finished on Broadway.
Yes. Yeah.
They interviewed people, some who'd been there since 1982 when it started, some who started that year, and just developed this play where you've got an interviewer, an actor playing an interviewer, and you've got 5 actors playing cast members of Cats, including audience interaction with a few actors planted in the audience asking questions. We had the nerdy fan questioning, why something happened and didn't happen, and you had amazing answers back. It was absolutely what you'd expect from like over-the-top actors who really think the universe revolves around them. And it's funny with the dynamics between them, the way they set it up. The playboy who slept with everyone in the play, the person who's been there since 1982 and knows nothing else, and every time she tries another dance move, she gets cat's claw.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, it's hard to explain,
So it's based
but it
off
was really funny. Interviews by people who had
So they're
finished
playing
Cats.
the actors
They're playing
who
the actors.
played the
So it's like
characters
you're
in
going
Cats.
to an interview with the cast of some of the cast of Cats.
But they're getting up audience members
But
to be
it's
that cast.
absolutely hilarious the way the actors play the characters, and there's audience, even someone asking what the fabric's made of. Like, what are the costumes made of? Well, lycra for body hugging, but a bit of yak fur. Oh well, so the yaks get killed. No, they get shorn. Oh well, the yaks don't know the difference. They might as well die if they're not shorn. And then sure enough, the shirt comes off. It's like Peter.
Oh my God. So are these actors, or did you say they got audience members up?
Well, plants in the audience. So you've got actors. There's about 3 or 4 that are in the audience.
Oh,
and
okay.
when they throw it open to audience questions, the actors stand up next to you and start asking these ridiculous questions. And like the one who pretended he was from Peter, and didn't like the fact that real yak fur was used in some of the Cats costumes, and started had to be removed by security. And like it was just,
oh my God.
it was kind of a mix between a really bad like Graham Norton show and a really good Jerry Springer.
Oh my God. That's funny.
And it went for like around an hour, and it was really entertaining. So for someone like me, it's another way to bring me into the
Where
whole
was that?
musical
Where was
theatre.
that?
That was at the New Theatre in Enmore.
Okay.
Which is really
nice.
good. So lots of stuff happening, but it's been really good. And the play, of course, coming along. The play with songs. That's not a musical. I still don't sing. Don't panic.
I haven't had much other than rehearsals this week. I haven't had many more auditions and whatnot. But been doing a lot of rehearsals for Dogfight, the musical that I'm in at UTS. Yesterday we had a very productive rehearsal, and it was very fun. All us leads were there, and we did our scenes, and yeah, it was hilarious. I love playing the arsehole. It's great. It's so much fun.
Isn't it fun though? You can do so much with the character. Treat people like shit.
Exactly. It's so much fun. And then we have The Last 5 Years, another musical that I'm in.
Yes.
We have a big rehearsal this Saturday in Wollongong. So it's kind of an all-day rehearsal. It's the first time we're meeting. So it's dual cast.
Yeah.
Jess and I are both in it, but we're not performing together. But we have been rehearsing together.
We've
been rehearsing together for logistics.
For those that don't know Sydney, it's like an hour or so, hour and a half away. 2 hours from Sydney.
At like 5:30.
Oh, peak hour.
Yeah. But yeah, an hour and a half on the way back.
The commitment to your art has been noted.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, better.
Well, I did a play in Picton. That was about the same.
Oh, yeah. So
Shut up.
we're meeting the other two actors on Saturday and doing the most probably romantic scene that's in the whole production, which is the only song they actually sing and meet together with in whatever. So
are we talking Tic Tacs? Like you need to have...
I don't...
Or not?
Well, I don't know if we're going to be doing it this Saturday, but it is... Yeah, in the libretto, it's very like... Because it's the marriage scene. The next 10 minutes is the song, and it's the marriage moment. And it says they kiss passionately, look at one another, and then kiss again.
It is a wedding day.
Yeah, it is a wedding day.
That's it.
And so it's going to be interesting.
Packet of Tic Tacs just in case.
Yeah. No, garlic. That'll be funny. Right?
Oh, no.
Have you heard all those stories of actors on set with their co-stars and they just muck around and eat an onion like right beforehand?
I couldn't do that.
Well, there's like Ryan Gosling and Ryan Reynolds.
They can
and all
afford
these people.
to muck around, I suppose, with their reputation.
Yeah.
I would just get fired.
Probably. Well, yes, they can afford to, can't they? But yeah, so he probably won't be actually doing it this Saturday. Who knows? But we've got the photo shoot as well this Saturday, which is going to be really cool.
All right. Comb your hair.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Comb my hair.
Put some lipstick on.
I always comb my hair.
That'd take about an hour, wouldn't it?
There's so much of it. I wake up at 4 a.m. No, we've got the photo shoot on Saturday, and it's going to be a really cool poster.
Okay.
2 individual ones because there's 2 different casts, but the same setup. Got a photo shoot on Friday for Dogfight.
Yep.
For individual shots. Yeah.
Publicity starts now. Yeah. I'm a bit worried about my little suburban Mossman play with songs because I only got the file or the flyer or whatever it is to publicize it late last week. I put it on social media. And I think they tried to reach out to it because there was a whole lot of local papers that were really good at obviously communicating to the locals. Okay. And they used to put a whole lot of stuff about what's happening in theatre-wise with amateur theatre in the Lower North Shore in the local rag, but it's been bought by a conglomerate and it's all run out of the same office in the city. So it's hard to connect to get your information in the local paper that they still publish from a central location. So that was a long story. But basically, hopefully someone will turn up other than me and everyone else in the cast. But yeah, it's been going well. I'm looking forward to it. Like, it's a fun play and everyone's really passionate now. And I did talk to Emily about the music director who has worked with you, Sam, from Greece. It was Greece because I know we were worrying. And also I realised last week, I'm like, how do I keep in time with the maracas? Because I'm hopeless when it comes to music. I love music when it comes to listening to it. Doing it is, But I'm like, I'll just look at her foot to see when she taps so that I know, But if I'm not sure, like the maracas go be quiet,
Yeah.
But then when I'm like, oh yeah, I know this bit, I'm like, bopping away. And my little maraca finale, little shake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very South American. But what I realised is that's her foot that uses the pedal on the piano.
Oh, yeah. No, that's not in time then. Oh, no.
Yep. So luckily I realised, because I'm still talking to going, as you're setting up on Sunday, I'm like, oh, yeah, that doesn't work, does it?
Oh, no. You'll be in time. You'll get the muscle memory of it.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself.
Otherwise,
I'll just
that's
wake
why
up
I'll
and be in
be
tune and on time and all that sort of stuff. I'm good at miming the last song,
so
I
good.
look like I'm actually part of the family.
Good. Yeah, no, but if you don't get that muscle memory in time, that will be the reason why I buy the tickets to come see it.
No cameras. Stop.
Oh yeah, I was told a story the other day. Like, I think it was at Sydney Theatre Company again. Like, you're not meant to take photos or anything.
No.
But like someone just pulls out a tripod and goes.
What?
Just goes.
No way.
Just puts it down. Yeah, and they go over to him and like, oh, excuse me, sir, you can't take photos.
What?
But he's got like this tall tripod, just ready.
Not even discreetly try. Because I've seen people discreetly try and take a couple of pictures.
Yeah.
And minutes later, someone's come down and politely said, because we're in the middle, could you pass the message on that person's a dickhead or whatever they say?
Yeah.
And so, 6 people in the row know, and then everyone behind because, and you obviously are shamed into not doing it, and everyone else knows.
Oh my God.
But
excuse me, sir,
sense.
Are you planning on taking photos today?
I have before the curtains come up and the lights dim, I have taken the occasional snap of the stage.
Yeah, I've done that. I did that with
said,
murals. It was
look
really
where
cool.
I am on social media, but because it's not real until you put it on
And
social
you
media.
realise that your camera's facing the wrong way and it's just a photo of your face.
Well,
look where
that's
I
what
am.
the world needs. Another photo of Max, awkward selfie. They're probably better than the ones I try and take. Anyway, that's another story. What a nice segue to social media.
Hey!
Max's social media fails.
Perfect.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I guess the first rule is follow the social media basics, the common sense test. If you're not sure if that's something that should go on social media, don't do it.
That's true.
Err on the side of caution, because it will be there. And you've always got, I'm sure with my 2.5 followers, it won't happen, but you've always got people who take screenshots and got sort of exciting stuff and the retweets and all that sort of stuff. But if you're not sure, don't do it.
Yeah, and a lot of the time in contracts, they'll say, you can't
That's right.
upload photos of any information unless the
That's a good
producers
point.
tell you
You're right.
otherwise and all that stuff. But if you haven't signed a contract, generally, if you have a good producer who knows what he's doing, he or she is what they're doing, they should tell you, like, you guys can upload anything you want from this shoot, but not this part or only after this date. So we had a producer for the last short film we did at Afters, and our producer was amazing, and he was like, guys, you can upload anything and everything to Instagram or anywhere. It's good. It'll get us publicity and all that stuff, but nothing with songs in it. We're going to leave that for the surprise and all this different stuff. So that's cool.
It's good to have that
100%.
dialogue. Because I think there's two things. There's a common sense test around, is it going to be embarrassing to you or someone else? Like, is it a stupid shot?
Yeah.
Is it too busy? Like, what are you trying to say with that photo? Like, if you're not sure, don't put it up there. And then you're right, that whole other moment of, well, do you want to piss off everyone in the production?
Yeah.
By posting something you're not supposed to about that production.
Yeah, and you're totally right.
Go into it. Be open and transparent and say, look, I've got a social media following. I'm building it. I'd like to take some photos.
Yeah.
Can I take some photos that I can then upload at a date when you're happy with? Or
yeah, definitely ask them if you're not sure. But you're 100% right. If you have a photo and you don't really want to ask or don't have the time and you're not sure if you're allowed to, just don't do it.
Or if it's not good.
Don't do it. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, but
Which
don't.
A lot of mine aren't. It takes 100 to find the one
but
that works.
a lot of sets and people will tell you that you're not allowed to take photos at all.
Or it's implied. Sometimes, like, you get a contract and even as an extra, you must not take photos, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, because they can't monitor if you're going to post it. They just don't. They just straight out don't take photos because they won't know if it'll be uploaded or leaked. Or...
There's that. And then there's also, like, what works. Like, in Australia, I know Twitter isn't as big as it is in North America. I've got a Twitter account for both, actually, two unemployed actors and myself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think I got like 12
I got one for
followers,
myself
and
as well.
one of them's my mum, but that's okay. It's okay, Mum. I don't mind.
Thanks,
Mum. And it's kind of when I think of it.
You're just kidding. Your mum doesn't listen to this podcast.
Well, I no, she doesn't actually. She's following me on my personal Twitter. But so it's kind of like I sort of post when I think of it, but I'm not really driving Twitter. It's there because. And a theatre director at the opening night was having a chat too on Saturday night with Sydney Theatre Company, said, "Oh, have you got Twitter? I'll follow you on Twitter." I'm like, first time ever someone in Australia said that.
Wait, you were talking to someone about?
I was talking. No, we were chatting about. Yeah, I was because what do you do? I'm an actor. Oh, okay. Well, I had a chat because she's was theatre director for so long, so we had a bit of a chat, and then she's like, "Okay, well, you're on Twitter." Yeah, okay. So there we are sitting down. She just found me on Twitter. There you are. Nice. Follow.
Did you walk up to her and start a conversation?
No, we're sitting next to each other. A mutual friend introduced us, so we're having a chat. And then what do you do comes up as it does, and I'm an actor, and then blah blah. And we had a chat, and then that was the first time someone in Australia said, "Oh, have you got Twitter? I'll follow you on Twitter." It's big in this Australia, industry. In Australia, it's Twitter. Yeah. I think Twitter is really big. Yeah, as you said, in America. Well, I think Instagram is in a real growth spurt in Australia. Facebook, not so much. And a lot of the young'uns are just going straight to Snapchat. Some of them aren't even opening a Facebook account. Sorry. And then YouTube, because, hello, we're doing videos and moving media. It's like, it's a great opportunity to showcase that work. YouTube's good. I think the way it's sort of fallen out for me, like I'll try and do like an Insta a day. If I haven't got anything amazing, well, I'm not going to put it up. But I'll try and do at least one a day. It keeps me focused on it. Me too. Well, Yeah, whereas Facebook, it's more 1 or 2 a week. Yep. and then Twitter every now and then, and YouTube as often as I can.
Yeah, I mean, I've got my own sort of actor page on Facebook, so I've got my private one and then my actors one, and I try and keep everyone updated as much as possible when something new comes up.
Yep.
That's important. But I was told, so I think it's good to talk about also the importance of social media for actors and performers as well. Before, obviously I'm still young and but I wasn't using Instagram that much, or Facebook for that matter. But before I signed with my current agent, he was like, have you got an active Instagram? Like, do you post regularly? And I said, no, not really. And he said, you should start posting more, at least once a day, because this is a way for casting directors to see you, and not just acting stuff, like your life. And so it's a way to see that your hobbies, what you do, how you look, who you are, personality. You can reveal personality. And then also what you're busy with in the industry.
Yeah. So be authentic, be yourself.
Yeah, so I started
doing that. Be mindful
that.
of an audience that's wide, from someone who might have seen you in something to casting directors. So maybe not 50 photos of your dog in a row, but but you're an actor, and that's a great way to communicate.
Yeah, but it is important, and it's a business, you are your own brand, so you need to advertise that. It's if you can have a website of yourself and you can link that. So at the bottom of my email, I've now changed and put my casting networks page and my Facebook and my Instagram.
I updated my signature and I did it in Gmail. And so it's got my headshot.
Yep.
It's got obviously my name and contact details. Mm-hmm. And then the little icons that you press and it goes to that account.
Yep.
Geez, that took me a long time to do. Oh, my God. But anyway, I got there. So I don't want to bloody change anything soon because it was a process. I'm probably better at it now, but, that still doesn't mean much. Yeah. So, because, that's another way to represent your brand. And then it's consistent. That's the same headshot. That's the main one on your website. It's the main one on your Instagram or whatever on your it features across the board. The other thing that leads to is having a personal Facebook and a professional one, because I started a professional one for Max the actor. I tend to connect a lot with people who's on set and people you work with and everything. That's on my personal one. That's the way it happens, and some of them just naturally follow also Max the actor, but then it's promotable on Facebook. I've had success in the past helping small businesses in driving their awareness on social media through Facebook marketing. So that's what I did. And with the ability to promote, that was removed from personal. Yeah. Whereas with professional, you can, obviously as a business, you can promote that to build awareness of whatever it is you're doing and promote the posts. Which has worked for me in the past on building. I think I've got a few thousand on Facebook, but that's the only place I've paid to promote. Yeah. Like Instagram, I don't, and all the others I don't. It's sort of more organic, I guess. A website is kind of crucial too. I think at least just to get your own domain name. Even if you don't do anything, buy your domain name, the .com.
I think I because at the moment I don't have my own website. I do have a Weebly website for my design and stuff. Yep. So I do I used to do a lot more design than I do now, but I do design.
You do design.
I need an actor's one and one that I pay for, so it's got a .com.
Even if you don't build the website, at least get your domain name. Because obviously that's how people are going to find you. And I mean, no one actually. When's the last time you actually typed in a www, an actual address? You don't. You know what I mean? You just type in the name anyway. Yeah. But it's much more searchable and easier to get that link when you've got your own, and then you don't want someone else getting in and trying to sell it to you down the track for whatever. It's I've got, I think I've got .com.au and .something else. I don't really worry about anything else. I know I'm going a bit old school, but and more so because I'm a voice actor as well, but it is linked to social because I'm getting these business cards.
No way, you're a voice actor. Yeah. You can't even tell.
I'm getting these business cards made where it'll have, Max the actor, voice actor, blah, blah, on one side. On the other side, it'll have the podcast. But it's got an NFC chip. So when you tap it against your phone or an NFC device, it'll take you to wherever you want to direct them. Yeah, nice. In this case, voiceover demos. Mm-hmm. So it's really easy for someone to tap it and get it and go. Yeah. Or take the car and they can, it's a bit more, it's another way to sort of drive that engagement, which is really key, because that's a big thing when it comes to social media engagement. Old school way was the vanity stats, where everyone was measured by how many followers do you have, how many likes do you get. It's agencies now, when they look at collabs from brands to influencers, go well beyond that. There's easy reporting and programs they use just to go Bing and see how many real people you have and how much engagement you get. As in, you know, they leave a comment, you reply to the comment, you know, and you can see some people who have, you know, 1,000 followers and there's lots of comments and interaction below each post. Yeah. Some people have 100,000 followers and there's the same amount. Yeah. You know, well, they haven't got very good engagement.
No, yeah.
Or a lot of pretend followers, whatever they are.
Yeah, exactly.
That you buy or whatever. But I think that's something important to remember too, that it's a way to communicate with people in the industry through just having, and not forced, just nice organic conversations. Someone says, that's a great pick, you know, what was that? What play is this? When's it on? What's, you know, and it's a great way. And I do the same for other people. A couple of weeks ago, Sam Hargrave, who's an actor, stuntman, director, was a stuntman in Captain America. And I think I've said something about how he looked versus the actual Captain America. Anyway, I thought I was being funny, but, you know, I always think I'm funny, so probably wasn't. Probably was just awkward. So I commented on a few of his things anyway, and then he's directing a movie, or just finished directing a movie called Dakar with Chris Hemsworth. Okay. And they've just wrapped on production there, and it's going into post-production. I think it's in it's in post-production now. Okay. And anyway, so he started following me back, which says, great, I've got some worthy conversations, but that wouldn't happen. Like, he doesn't know who the hell I am. Like, that wouldn't happen if I hadn't have had these interactions, these random interactions on social media. Yeah, exactly. Talking about Kate Mulvaney, because we're both super fans, and then I end up with Jackie Weaver was following me on social media and started liking some photos. I remember jumping up and down because Jackie Weaver, won the Oscar.
Wait, just from Two Unemployed Actors?
No, from my personal Instagram. Oh, yeah. And she's got a great career in the States. I think the last movie she was in that just went to the cinema was Poms, which is funny. I'm yet to see. But I've grown up watching her on screen, so I'm a huge fan. Nice. So I'm like, so so think about your brand and be you, because there's only one you. Don't try and force things and make it natural. And if you're more of a planner, have a schedule of when to post, especially if you've got something to post about, like you're in a play or whatever. Think about the pre, the during, the post stuff you want to talk about. Maybe a quick behind the scenes video. Video is really big. On Facebook it is big, on Insta it's big, like it's higher rankings, it gets pushed more by their little funny algorithms.
Definitely. And post you know, if you're a musician as well, post a lot of singing or playing videos as well, little snippets. Also, hashtags are very important as well, because it then connects your post to other posts that have used that hashtag. Hence, people can find it if they need. You know, industry professionals hashtags.
I used to put them in a comment after I post, but someone told me now it's changed to favour, because they realise what you're doing, to favour the hashtags in the actual post. So I do the ... and then have a whole lot of hashtags. Because it works, and I don't go, because some people have said to me, I was on a workshop, one of the workshops I was on, and someone said, oh, you know, my friends, they're kind of like, they'll get all judgy, and they'll be like, oh, God, she's put another post up about this production. Oh my God, you know, she hasn't stopped posting about it. It's like, forget about it. Are you acting for them? No. Yeah. Don't get past that, because they're not the people you'd want to follow you anyway, really. Yeah. And if you keep posting and not posting and trying to vet things through the lens of bitchy friends, well, you know, it's not going to be authentically you. You'd just be like another person with Photoshop.
That's very true.
So that's another point. So be authentic, be you. Know which platforms. Don't try and do everything, but do what you can right, and keep the engagement happening. I think that's a few simple rules for me that sort of worked quite well.
Yeah, they're good.
Which is good. And also, oh my God, so important. Don't just try and collaborate with people. Don't go, because a lot of the term micro influencers is big at the moment. I know in Australia with agencies that are trying to partner with people. looking for those who have a core following who are influential themselves, but they don't have like thousands of followers. And they call them micro-influencers. And I know we've had a few people reach out for Unemployed. We've had people reach out for me.
Wait, who for Unemployed?
Someone doing a podcast about CEOs.
Okay.
So they'd want to feature us on a podcast about CEOs. I'm like, mate,
why?
Looking at their audience, looking at previous episodes, it's not relevant.
Okay.
And sometimes my point is sometimes it's just as powerful what you say no to as what you say yes to.
Oh yeah.
Because someone wants to send you a free T-shirt, well, that's great, but like, is it relevant to what you're doing at the moment? Is it like because it's your brand too that you've got to be mindful of?
Yeah.
You know, and if they're getting more out of it than you are, well, you know, is it gonna devalue your brand? Because you're right before, like it's a business. Well, by pushing this T-shirt, like, what am I gonna? Do I really want to have all these links to purchase stuff on eBay or whatever? Or do I, like, how authentic, and is it relevant to what I'm doing? And I mean, hell, if it's bloody Versace or Armani, okay, well, it's not much of a thought process there. But
it's not,
but let's be realistic. I mean, you know, don't just say yes to everything. It's like when you get offers for parts, for student films, for whatever. You don't just say yes to everything. It should be the same when it comes to people trying to collaborate with you on social media because, God, there's so many. There
are fakes as well.
Are there?
Oh, yeah. A lot of fake. Oh, yeah. You know there's a lot of fake accounts and people say anything. That's
bots.
what I mean.
Bots, aren't they?
Bots. There we go.
Bots.
Fake bots. But also like fake people trying to be other people.
Trying to do stuff for free and get stuff for free. I know friends still in the corporate world. The amount of times people just ring up and go, I want this and this and this. I'm sorry, who are you?
Who are you?
What? And, you know, in their own lunchtime, they're legends. But, of course, in the real world, like what? Because basically in a big corporate, you've got a marketing budget and you're accountable for that budget. And what tends to happen is as people overspend or shit hits the fan or whatever, that budget may shrink. So when it gets to a certain product launch or an event launch or whatever, or promotional activity, they've got so much invested in so many different things to have like a whole 360 campaign. You know, you've got televisions, you've got print, you've got radio, you've got social media. When it comes to that sort of level, you've got agencies involved and they step in and they're the gatekeepers. So the marketing managers and directors will get approval for the actual concept and the detail. But the agency will run the web page. If there's one required, they'll run the links between social media influencers and they'll run that sort of stuff. And it's like, so you just look like an idiot ringing up big corporates going, hey, I like your stuff. Give me stuff. Then I can promote stuff.
Have we had any other people approach us?
The two Unemployed, we've had a couple. But like you say, you know, like it's not, you look at them like so one of them. Oh, and the other thing was, one was, you know, we help get engagement and social media growth and help your business to sell more products and all this sort of stuff. And well, first of all, we don't sell products. Secondly, you've got less followers than we do.
That's a really not a good start.
Mate, you know, just go away. And
that's
you don't
not possible.
You don't want to spend all your time doing admin and social media and you know, it's like we're creatives. We want to be standing with a script in hand, you know, working. That's our work. We don't want to, and if it's starting to take over your life, then it's time to reassess. Maybe you haven't used a schedule and it's time to, so that you can spend more time generating the stuff that'll generate great content rather than just focusing on, you know, must take a photo of everything. And research to death all the social media trends and hashtag trends and all that sort of stuff. I mean, you can go around in circles forever. And algorithms change every other day, you know?
Yeah. We should try and get on some radio shows and just get us known. Shows and like...
One thing we're advertising on
stuff.
is Overcast. So congratulations if you found us via Overcast app because that's one thing I've advertised on.
Nice.
I set that up so that those who are searching for podcasts in film and television category on Overcast get a little ad for a month. It just pops up. And we're getting quite a few subscriptions. I think that's certainly driven the North American subscribers. So thank you very much. But that's the other thing, using data to your advantage to know. And I think, well, obviously we're kind of universal in what we do. Actors are everywhere. And so we've found that connection. And also, you know, through friends, we've understood that people just are keen to, like when you say you're an actor, what are you doing? Like they really want to know what it's like behind the scenes, that sort of stuff. So it's another way to sort of reach them. But I like that more so we sort of started to help other actors who are like us. You know, we're up and coming. We're trying to, there's a million people ready to take our money to help, inverted commas, help us.
Yeah.
You know, which way do we go? You know, there's always 1,000 options.
Yeah. No, there are heaps of people. Like
So
I've
it's
had
good.
friends contact me and people I know but didn't know listen to the podcast and said like it's really entertaining and really enjoying it. I'm learning like a lot because they acting as well.
Yeah.
But I have a friend who's
And
like,
we're not
yeah, I
sponsored
like.
by any class or
No.
person or
No.
agent or anything. It really is
No.
just Sam and Max talking about what we're
Exactly.
getting up to, what we're stumbling over, falling over.
Exactly.
I'll have to let you guys know what happened with the play because we open Friday. I'll call opening night a preview, really, because we haven't had that many rehearsals.
Oh no.
Something funny happened too, which is why I was in a kerfuffle this morning. That's a word I haven't used often. Probably
Kerfuffle.
never again. Kerfuffle.
Yeah.
Because I was promoted to stage manager.
Oh no.
It's like a battle. As more people drop, you know, you're the last man standing and you just get to do lots more.
It's gonna be just
So,
you. It's gonna be a one-man show.
Production. Every song is a spoken song.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
sit down for that. I had to buy a stage light.
No, you're the audience as well.
That's really sad.
Oh no.
It's me just doing a self-tape in
Oh,
a hall
God.
on my own. Oh,
Yep.
the tears. To buy a stage light, and this morning, because I got a notification, oh, your parcel's arrived, come get it. I'm like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. 20 minutes later, oh, your parcel's been collected. Thank you for appreciate feedback. I'm like, what? So I turned up the post office. I've got it here. I turned up the post office this morning,
Yeah.
and oh my God, what a negotiation! Even calling their customer care national before
Yeah.
I could work. I mean, oh my God. Anyway. That story aside, because that's a whole other podcast on customer care. This is the box. I'm holding up a box that's really small, and this is
Yes.
supposed to be a blue light that lights up a part of the stage. Like
What the hell is it?
And I'm a bit confused because I did. First of
Is
all,
that it?
I know nothing about
Open
lighting,
Open it on the podcast.
and I said to the director, I said, look, I don't know much about lighting. I'll go on eBay. I'm like, this is a spotlight. Does this look all right?
Yeah.
$20.
Yeah.
So what's that, like 50 cents American or something? But like 20, like wow, I can get that one. She's like, yeah, get that one. Okay, all right. So I got
Oh my
it.
God.
and literally the whole box fits in the palm of my hand.
For those of you not watching on YouTube, Max has scissors ready. He's doing
I'll
a reveal
post
live.
I'll post it on social media because I have a feeling this is going to be a big fail. But
Oh, God.
yeah, if you're watching,
Is it
on
even your
YouTube-
parcel? Because it said it was picked up. Maybe they
I
gave
know,
you a
right?
different one.
I know. They're so... and I'm complaining to the person behind the counter. It's well wrapped, by the way. I'm complaining to the person behind the counter. What, like, seriously? And they're like, oh, it might have been given out by mistake, blah, blah. And the person standing next to him, after I've gone away, well, to the other side of the post office, and called their customer care, and they've tried to phone them. I'm listening to the phone ring. She picks up, hello. Oh, hangs up on them. It doesn't ring again. She doesn't put it down properly. They've put me back from on hold going, we've tried to call them 7 times. Like, listen, they've done something. Like, I'll tell you the story, but can I just pass the phone, my mobile, over the counter? Because, like, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Talks to the guy. He's loudly trying to explain what's going on. She's still standing there. Anyway, turns out she's like, oh, hang on a minute. Oh, yeah, I've got your parcel here. It was here yesterday.
Oh my God.
It went to the wrong address.
So hopeless.
And someone from the wrong address turned up and was expecting a parcel going, I'm not leaving out my parcel. So there was kerfuffle A. I was kerfuffle B.
Oh, that's so...
Lots of bloody kerfuffling. But I finally got it, and I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong because, like...
It can't. Oh, God. I want to see what it is.
Okay, we're talking, like... for those... like, stage light. To light up a person on stage...
Oh, my God.
with a blue tint while they're
You're not
under
going
a
to get a
white
20 buck,
spotlight.
$20 one for that.
I mean... It looks like a real spotlight, right?
Oh, no.
It's a real spotlight.
It's just small.
Like on eBay.
It's just small.
It's a spotlight.
You're going to plug
Look
it
at it. A photo of this would...
Close up, it would look like a
yeah.
bigger one.
But it's one that does fit into the palm of your hand. I'll put it on social media because I don't know. First of all, I've got to check this because it might just bloody explode. The luck I've been having. Anyway, lucky I'm a better actor than I am when it comes to stage manager or lighting director or purchasing stuff on eBay. But anyway, so there'll be more to update you on next week. I'm looking forward to hearing more about your rehearsals too, Sam.
Oh, yes, you too.
I'm Max.
I'm Sam.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and all that exciting shit.
Thank you, guys. See you next week.
Bye.
Two unemployed actors.